a reference to the people and culture of ancient Egypt, the term Coptic was given to Christians united within the church founded by St. Mark in Alexandria, a dynamic and vibrant church from its beginnings. By the 2nd century, the gospel was translated into Coptic and gained footholds in the local culture. In the year 180, a school for in-depth Christian theological learning, the Didascalia, was created in this church, thus demonstrating the intense intellectual activity in Alexandria. Many teachers from this school, like Clement of Alexandria, Origen, and Gregory the Nazianzen, will mark the first centuries of reflection on the humanity and divinity of Jesus Christ. Athanasius, one of the patriarchs of Alexandria, saw his name linked to the first great council of the church, that of Nicaea in 325. Cyril of Alexandria will be considered one of the architects of the Council of Ephesus in 431. The Council of Chalcedon in 451, however, sealed the theological division between some of the Eastern churches and those communities who would decide to follow the Roman Church. Before the Peace of Constantine, this church experienced numerous vicious persecutions, but it always overcame these trials. Its liturgical calendar is very closely tied with these persecutions. Later, following St. Anthony, it is again Alexandria that will start off on the adventure of monasticism, all through which the Coptic Orthodox Church offers a historical, cultural, and spiritual heritage to the entire Christian world. Today, Coptic Orthodox Christians are by far the most influential of Christian groups in Europe, considering that Christians there are only 10% of the population, with Muslims being 90%. A minority in Egypt, but now with a stronger presence by the recent emergence of a diaspora in America, Europe, and the Gulf countries in particular. In Jerusalem, the presence of believers from this church dates back to the early 4th century. It is believed that the Copts would have arrived in the Holy City with St. Helena, the mother of Constantine. Again, it is through the development of monasticism, especially in the desert of Judea, that this community was distinguished. The traditional site of its presence is Deir al-Sultan, adjacent to the Basilica of the Holy Sepulchre. Its presence was reinforced in the 13th century award of an episcopal seat in the city. During the long and difficult resolution for the custody of the holy sites during the 2nd millennium, the Coptic Orthodox were not involved in the process. It was only during the 19th century, with the signing of the Status Quo Agreement in 1852, that they would receive responsibilities for the Holy Sepulchre and other places, along with Ethiopian Orthodox and Syriac Orthodox. Since then, they have had a small chapel adjoining the Edicule, the tomb of Jesus, in the Holy Sepulchre. A Coptic monk guards the place where we can touch the original stone of the tomb through a slot under the altar. Also in the same complex of the Basilica of the Holy Sepulchre, at its very footsteps, is the seat of the Coptic Orthodox Archdiocese, next to the Church of St. Anthony. The community also operates the Chapel of St. Helena, which contains a beautiful cistern from the Byzantine period, as well as a church where the faithful gather for the Coptic liturgy. The Coptic Orthodox Christians also manage a large secondary school in Jerusalem. The authority of the Coptic Orthodox Archbishop and Metropolitan of Jerusalem also extends over all Copts in the Middle East, except for Egypt. The Coptic Orthodox community in the Holy Land, gathered in Jerusalem, Bethlehem, and Nazareth, has a little less than 1,000 faithful.